What advice would you give in terms of evidence and approach if considering an impact evaluation for a program focused on strengthening an education system and human resource capacity development, rather than directly impacting on service delivery? In our theory of change, we believe that a strong system leads to better service delivery, such as budgets, management, and so on. But what should we focus on when evaluating things like tracking of policy implementation and system change? It's challenging for a small team.
Totally, yeah. And I'm thinking about that in terms of a project that I did where we were doing a systematic review of community accountability projects in education, and a lot of those had elements around strengthening education systems. And I guess I think the advice I'd give is to do a complete theory of change that spells out, that has at the end impacts on children, right, that goes all the way to that. And then say which are the ones we can get some evidence of, which are the ones we have existing evidence of or indicators of, which are some where there's some good research evidence that we think is likely to be applicable, and actually identify where are the links in the chain where you really want to focus. So, I mean, it's a great question, because you can't, you can do a very detailed theory of change diagram, not just 4 boxes, but really detailing how the bits fit together. And you just go, oh my gosh, there's hundreds of boxes and arrows and I can't put my efforts into it. So map onto it, what do we already know? And then focus some particular ones. In some, it's also depending about what you're going to be doing, why you're doing this impact evaluation. If you're trying to basically say, is our work getting them to step 2? And and that's really your focus, to see if then just focus at that level. If on the other hand you're really stepping back and saying, do we need to change the way we do it? Maybe this work on system strengthening isn't effective, right? We believe that it is, but actually, maybe it doesn't. At some stage, you might need to do some impact evaluation that does take a longer haul, that's on a much bigger scale, and that asks that big question about when do these approaches work and what do we need to make it work. But I think it really does come back to, again, it's a great question to end on, coming back again to why are we doing this impact evaluation, and not taking on too much, right? A small impact evaluation of a small program or a small effort to improve policy can do some things. It can build some useful knowledge. It's not going to be able to, inform the whole direction for UNICEF to say we should do more of this or less of this. You're going to need a different scale of impact evaluation for that.